So for the Academy Awards that it happened like a week ago, the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Science has now celebrated the 98th edition of the Prejudice prestigious award winning.
Prejudice, like,
Not
they're not really prejudiced
I'm
anymore.
trying to read off. Don't interrupt me. Uh, prestigious Academy Awards. The 2026 Oscars honor an especially extraordinary year in cinema, with widely treasured films such as Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler's Sinners, and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein leading the winners list. One Battle After Another especially walked away as the biggest winner from the 2026 Oscars with 6 awards total. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Supporting Actor for Sean Penn, the first ever Oscar for Best Casting, and Best Editing. Director Paul Thomas Anderson's 3 Oscar wins for One Battle After Another are his first ever, coming from a whoopee 14 nominations earned since 1998. Suffice to say, it was a huge night for longtime PTA fans. The same goes for director Ryan Coogler, who won Best Original Screenplay for Sinners. Coogler's behind beloved vampire period drama also won Best Original Score, Cinematography, and Actor for Michael B. Jordan. Sinners became the first female. Sinners Autumn Durald Akapa became the first female cinematographer to ever win the Oscar, a landmark achievement. Meanwhile, Sinners composer Ludwig won his 3rd Oscar, coming from his wins for Black Panther and Oppenheimer. And in 3rd place, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein took home 3 Oscars: Best Production Design, Costume Design, Makeup, and Hairstyling. Additionally, cultural gems such as K-pop Demon Hunters and Sentimental Value won Best Animated Feature Film and International Feature, respectively. Keep reading and also, yeah, what did you think of the Oscar wins? What were your thoughts on the Oscars as a whole? Which one did you agree with the win, and which one you disagree with?
I personally think it went the way that I thought it was going to go. I didn't watch, I caught up later. I'm very happy that Michael B. Jordan won, well deserved. I'm glad Paul Thomas Anderson won. I still have not seen One Battle After Another, but I'm a big PTA fan. I've seen every one of his movies up except for One Battle After Another. I know I'm getting around to it, and I will get there. But
even I saw it, and I'm usually late on the party.
No, I know I'm late, but good for him, well deserved. Sinners not winning though.
You're late, man. Always late.
I'm sorry. I had to do it.
Dick on that one, Matt.
I can't even fault you for that. That was actually funny.
Can you
go on, Ryan?
Anyway, so Sinner, your finger is on the keyboard, dude.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it again. I had to do it at least once.
So the thing, Sinners not winning Best Picture was a bit surprising to me. I liked Sinners quite a bit, but the whole thing around it where like everyone's just inflating it is like I don't know. I figured like, oh, that's a lock. But then when One Battle After Another one, I'm like, interesting choice. So overall, it went for the most part about the way I thought it would go. I'm glad F1 won for sound because that movie sounded awesome, legit. And overall, I don't have too many complex thoughts on it.
Have you seen Begonia?
Oh yeah, Begonia is really good. Like that movie is really, really good stuff.
What about Hamnet?
No, I heard that one was really sad.
You need to see it, man.
I loved it.
You're late on seeing that, man.
It's on, and it also streaming on Peacock. Hamnet's on streaming Peacock. Chloe Zhao did a terrific job in the movie. That was probably her best directing in a long time. Even though I have never seen No Man Lands, I still have not watched that film yet. And I liked Internals. I liked the movie, but I just don't think it was for her. I just think the film was not for her when she directed a Marvel movie. It's just not a type of film that would be up.
We're going to talk about Chloe Zhao in a little bit on the Buffy story, but I don't think
we'll get into that later.
Small Eternals story, but basically, when I was seeing Eternals, I forgot my chapstick in the car, so I ended up picking a moment, rushing out there, grabbing it, and then as it turns out, they had locked the doors on me because that was like the last showing of the night. So I'm like, let me in, I have a ticket. And someone had to come and like let me in. And then I walk back in. I'm like, oh, I didn't miss anything. I was gone 10 minutes and I didn't miss a single thing. They're still talking. And then like the rock monsters don't show up for another 5 more minutes. So they're still talking. They're still talking. But I digress.
They're still
I
talking.
I wanted to get into the list of the winners. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll go through some of the important stuff. Like the best picture, the list of that got nominated. Begonia, I really loved. F1. I mean, I'm not surprised that it didn't win because I don't think it deserves to win, even though I love the movie. Frankenstein. It doesn't deserve to win because
I mean,
like,
honestly,
it's a great. I love the movie. It's one of my favorite films of last year, but I just don't think it would not have been my choice for it to win.
I think honestly, it would not have been even in the top 3 of my choices to win. I think honestly, Sinners or Marty Supreme would have probably, or Frankenstein would have probably been in my top 3 to win. Besides,
I mean, for Hamnet, I loved, like I brought it up before. I watched Marty Supreme, and I will say that I did not love it. I thought it was underwhelming.
I have not seen Marty Supreme. I still am late on that.
I mean, look, I will say that I love the performances. I love the cinematography. I love some of the costume design, the set design, all that shit. Timothée Chalamet. It would have been my choice for him to win, but I'm still happy Michael B. Jordan won.
He was on my list to win. I'm not gonna lie.
It was literally between him. It was really between Timothy or Michael B. Jordan. I would have been happy either way.
Michael B. Jordan won, which people
deserved it.
Yeah, people act like, oh, the comments is what. No, the votes were already casted before he made those comments. Okay.
Yeah, and also, the whole situation of him saying that he didn't like the fucking ballet or the fucking opera. It's not that big of a deal that people made it out to be. No one cares.
Opera is fucking boring. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I hate the opera. I went to an opera.
I'm not even big on ballet. I don't care. I usually don't care for ballet or opera.
So you go to the bathroom, go eat some McDonald's, come back, and it will still be there. It will still be happening the exact same thing. It's not going to miss anything. You could go have a phone call for 40 minutes on AT&T about your service plan, come back, and you would not miss a thing.
I will say, mild defense, when I used to work at my local theater, about once a month we would get the Metropolitan Opera doing like a pre-recorded like presentation of like La Travia or whatever. And it was always packed with like older folks, but it was always packed. So there is an audience, an older one, but it is there. I didn't think Chalamet's comments were that out of pocket, but as usual, people on social media be like, Chalamet is an idiot.
It's not like he had a ballet, it's not like he made it
much cooler than like people give it. I mean, also, like Swan Lake is really good, a good ballet.
But also, I will say, it's not like he fucking went on YouTube and created a video of 14 reasons why he fucking hates the opera or fucking ballet. It's not like he's fucking going on YouTube.
It's like Oscar, fuck ballet.
Fuck Oscar, fuck you motherfucker. Fuck you.
My fucking dick ballet. It's like
Town Hall with Matthew McConaughey. Like, people, we need to like calm down about stuff like this.
It's like when people were criticizing Matt Damon, you know, what was it like whenever he was talking about Netflix, and now people are like, Netflix is dogging on him about, oh, you have to explain the plot every 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not saying like there are there are movies that are made by certain individuals, but like there probably are. Like, I'm sure if you watch like that Michael Bay film, what's his name? That shit, Six Underground. They repeat the plot every 5 minutes, like every hour. Okay. Oh, you're an elite team, and I'm just like, okay, we get it. You're an elite team. We get it. Yes. No, you're an elite. We fucking get it. Okay. Yes. Can you stop saying it? Like, it's like 5 times Ryan Reynolds is telling everybody what they are, and I'm like, that right there. Okay, Matt Damon is verifiable. Like, I can show you at least 3 films that right there that have been made by Netflix that explain the plot over 3 times. So I think Matt Damon is justifiable in explaining it. And also, like Ryan said, I think Timothée Chalamet is justifiable in his comments. Because guess what? The opera sucks, okay? Yes, opera sucks, okay? The ballet is actually pretty cool.
Wait for someone trying to cancel you. Fuck you, Jake. Fuck you, piece of shit.
Opera fucking sucks, okay? I've never watched an opera that I liked. There is no such thing as an opera that is good, okay? But opera, you can literally go run down the street, go to Walmart, buy your kid something, come back, get stuck in traffic, then go grab something to eat, have diarrhea, come back, go just have a cigarette smoke, and then come sit your ass down, and you won't miss a fucking
Dude, you want to know what that reminds me? Spider-Man Far From Home, when they take him into the fucking opera and nobody wanted to go to the fucking opera and there's no one in that fucking
because it fucking sucks.
It's like no one wants to go to the opera.
If you're 90 years old and trying to like just have a moment away from people, there's no one's going to the opera. The opera is for old people. The opera is going to be gone in 20 years. You know it's going to be gone before movie theaters? The opera.
I wanted to piggyback on Marty Supreme from my thoughts because I didn't get a chance to finish it. But look, I just think the story structure to me was a bit messy and all over the place, where it goes one way and it goes another, and you're dragging so many subplots, and it kind of just reminds me of what one of the Safdie brothers did when they directed Good Time in fucking Uncut Gems. It feels like they're recycling that plot of that movie, and except it's different in the fucking time period, even though it's technically a biopic film. But and look, I think Timothée Chalamet was fucking incredible in the movie, but his character was a piece of shit all the way through. He was rotten to the core, unlikable piece of shit.
I have not seen the movie, but everyone's telling me it's a character.
The Safdie brothers have one movie that they both do. It's the morally gray zone a-hole main character basically trying to fix something that they created by their own design. But they're so charismatic that you can't just help but being like, you know what? We're stuck with you. We might as well root for you. That's all of their movies. Like Uncut Gems.
That's literally the same thing with Marty Supreme. He's literally trying to fix the problem that he fucking caused. And he's just using everybody in his life to get what he wants, and uses them and throws them under the bus.
And I gave Marty Supreme 4.5 stars on Letterboxd. I really liked that movie.
Look, I haven't seen the movie, okay?
If I were to rate this movie, I give it at least a 5 out of 10. It's a kind of a mid film, but there's still stuff to love about the movie. There's stuff to love about it, but I just feel like the story structure really fucking loses.
Did you ever hear the story about the alternate ending that was going to be made, but they said the studio said hell no? Where Kevin O'Leary was a vampire, actually. It was going to be at the end of the movie. Kevin O'Leary is revealed to be a vampire, and he bites Timothée Chalamet on the neck and turns him into a vampire. That was actually going to be in the movie. Lord. And the director said we wrote it, and the studio said, yeah, we're not going to make this if you put that. And they said it's a fucking vampire movie. All of a sudden, now it's a ping pong. Now it's a fucking vampire movie. They said no. Cut that out. So they cut
I will
that.
say the ping pong sequences were really good from a visual standpoint. It looked really good. It's well choreographed, I will admit. And look, the music score was great, but there was moments in that music score that felt very 80s retro, even though it's supposed to be in the 50s or something. And it's like out of place. Like, are you making an 80s movie even though it's not in the 80s? And there's some things that they play classical jazz music too.
My question, okay?
When you shrink Marty Supreme down to like one scene, Marty, you need to pay your bills. Okay. It's my own design.
And there's a story when he's going to the dog, and then he's dealing with this pregnant bitch that he knew for a long time. Like, oh my god, I don't fucking care.
I haven't seen the movie, okay?
And then Mr. Fabulous spanking him with a ping pong paddle, which actually happened.
Oh my god. Fucking
what?
No, I won't give that away. No, let's not give that away. I know he's gonna watch it out of curiosity.
I'm gonna watch it when it comes on HBO.
I don't want to give away too much. We'll talk about that more later in somewhere down the line.
My question is this though. Like the Oscar, when the reason why people win the best actor or best actress is because it's a character that goes through things in the movie that where at the end you feel like either a sigh of relief or a tragic for this character, but you feel for the character. Sinners, you felt for his character. Marty Supreme, though, isn't he like he's just an everyday John Everyman, where he's like a jack of all trades, where he's like, I can do anything, and I'm the great character. There's no flaws with me at all.
Dude, I will say he's not charismatic at all. He's a piece of shit all the way through. He was a piece of shit from the start, and he was a piece of shit by the end of the movie.
So basically, his character was just an everyman, like Ferris Bueller, an everyman that really has no stakes to his character at all.
Well, he kind of had stakes. I mean, he had some consequences, but yes and no, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Which Sinners, Michael B. Jordan, he has stakes. I can see he's playing two characters.
Because here's the thing: the difference is with Ferris Bueller. At least he had one moment when that car got destroyed at the end of the movie, and he was willing to take the fall for it. And his best friend said no. So that's why I had to give it. I don't really want to think that he was a total piece of shit. At least he was willing to take the blame, and everything would have gone sideways. But his best friend said no. I will tell him.
Okay. Which, I mean, I will say, I do think one battle after another, I honestly, I put that as I thought I was going to win because I feel like it's a timely film, and the actor unions, they love timely movies. And I feel like Sinners, the only reason why they won't give Sinners it because Sinners is a vampire film, and they're not going to give it to a freaking horror film. They're not going to give it to a vampire movie, just like Begonia is an alien movie.
But here's saying, if like I was willing to bet, I was at that moment, I literally thought that Ryan Coogler was going to get that win for directing. I know it was not going to happen, but in that moment, it's like, what if they pull a 180 if he wins? Because when directors win for best directing, it's a lock in the win that his movie's going to win best picture. That would have been a locked in for a guarantee.
I only started questioning my ballot whenever I was looking, and I was like, okay, look, whenever Michael B. Jordan, because I thought Timothy Chalamet had that in the bag, and then when he lost, I'm like, oh, there's a chance
because it happened because of the SAG award because Michael B. Jordan won for the SAG for best actor, and that was probably more chance that he has more chance of winning.
Which I think honestly, the thing also really about it is, I feel like okay, so I thought. One bad after another, it's fine. I think Sinners is a much better movie.
I will agree with you. I will agree that I did like One Bad After Another, but I didn't love it as many people did. Yeah. But I can see why they did. I mean, if I watched it again,
they did absolutely. I mean, I understand why Hollywood loves this movie.
Yeah, I understand why they did. But if I were to watch, I've only watched it once in theaters, and I'm probably going to rewatch it again if my opinions have changed. If I liked it more or less, we'll see what happens. But I will agree that Sinners would have been my pick. Yeah. But we all knew that One Battle After Another was inevitable to win for directing.
One Battle After Another was definitely always going to win Best Picture. Like Sinners, it was basically like, oh, they might prevail. We all knew they weren't going to prevail because it's a horror movie, and like the Academy tried to market it like,
but the majority of the movie, it was more of a period piece drama for the majority of the film until you get to the third act and it became a vampire horror thriller.
Yeah, but basically that's right there what cost them the Oscar, because if it would have just been like the KKK instead of vampires, they probably would have won the Best Picture, but the Academy's like,
the vampire incident, it happened in 20 minutes, and then in the last 5 minutes he takes on the Ku Klux. For Michael B. Jordan's character.
Yeah, and I think that right there is where the Oscar Academy's like, no, we're not giving it to that for that. Which, by the way, I will say this, though. There are some Oscars that they were nominated for that I thought they should not have been nominated for, like Best Costume Design. And I'm glad Frankenstein got that because they bought their costumes from Marvel and made modifications to it. They literally have said this.
No, you're totally right. Because they literally bought those costumes that originally were made for the Blade movie.
Be angry if they won that because I'm like, that's cheating.
No, you're right. It's a good point. And I will say for the next film, after one about the secret agent, I will say that I really enjoyed the film, but I didn't finish it all the way through because we were in the middle of the Oscars and I didn't have time to finish the rest of the movie. But so far, I've really liked it. But it would not have been my choice to win. I mean, I probably would have taken the secret agent off the list, to be honest with you. Because it's a good movie, but I don't think it was like, oh my God, it's amazing. But maybe by the time I finish the end of the movie, I feel differently. But I think the performances was great. And I think that the lead actor who was in the secret agent, which you may have remembered him from the movie called Civil War with A24. He was one of the main characters.
Oh, he was
Wagner Moura. Yeah, Ragnar Moura.
Me and Stephanie were talking about the Oscars. And she was saying, like, for Best Actor, if Michael B. Jordan doesn't get it, she said she would think, like, I think, I'm paraphrasing here when she was saying, I think he would probably, like, the guy for Secret Agent would probably be a good pick because he did a really good job in Secret Agent, she said. So I haven't seen Secret Agent, but
it's supposed to be streaming on Hulu. It's streaming on Hulu for the Secret Agent. And sentimental value, I didn't get a chance to watch that movie. It's only available for rent and buy right now, and it's very cheap to rent it, but it's not on streaming service at the moment. I didn't have time. But it won but it did win for international feature film, which, hey, I'm not that surprised. For the next one, Sinners, I do agree that Sinners was my pick to win Best Picture. I think that should have won, but I understand why.
I was second guessing myself once Michael B. Jordan won because I was literally like,
oh God, I wish I had that clip for Dumb and Dumber. Like, so you're telling me there's a chance?
Speaking of Stephanie, say her name and she appears.
Oh no, we're not going to be taking any comments until the end of the video, but until we get through this segment.
But I will say this: Stephanie, yes, sentimental value was a snooze fest. I did watch that one. I agree with her. That was a snooze fest. Wasn't that that's the one, right? That one bet was still in Skarsgård. That one best.
Yeah, that's the one with Elle
Best foreign film. I'm like, why would that movie? They vote for that movie one. I'm like, best foreign film. That movie. that movie. I was like questioning
Well,
my
I can't. Well, I can't say because I have not seen the movie, so I'll be the judge of it once I watch the movie.
But
The next one was in the category Train Dreams. That was with Joel Edgerton, and it was on the Netflix. But it's not a Netflix movie because they picked up from a different studio distribution. But I actually watched the film, during the Oscars, and I actually really enjoyed that film. It was better than I thought it would be. Joel Edgerton, amazing performance. Great cinematography, the way they did the camera work with wide shots and everything. Him building the trains for the new frontier, but then the tragedy happens to his family and how he has to rebuild his life again after the loss of his family.
I haven't seen Train Dreams. You're sold me on this movie.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. It does have that kind of a Revenant feel to it, but it's not a revenge tale. But it's not going to action thriller or anything. It's a character study drama.
By the way, did you see the letter that one director sent to the Variety that said "Don't put my name on it"? Where he said, "Hey, like he says, none of these Oscars are good. None of these movies that deserve to win this year. The Oscars used to mean something and everything. And like he says, my movies are better than these movies, and they should win." Which people are like, "Who is this guy's name?" And they're like, "We can't." He asked us not to say it. I'm like, it's got to be like James Cameron or Quentin Tarantino, because that just seems like one of them that would say that, because most directors would not say that. Like Steven Spielberg, I don't see him sending a letter to Variety, but I can see Quentin Tarantino sending a letter to Variety.
I agree. I totally agree. Tarantino would definitely do that.
Tarantino is throwing strays to Matt Lillard and a bunch of other people, so yeah, that's definitely up the alley for him.
Because this is which is he in the What the Fuck News today? Is that in that?
Yeah.
He's in our news tonight because
we'll get to that one later. We'll get to that.
I will say, I do think though, like I said, honestly, I honestly think it's kind of bullshit to say that about Sinners does not deserve to be an Oscar winner or one battle after another. Look, I don't like every movie on the Oscar list, and but those movies have every right to be there compared to dude, if you don't think your movies deserve to be there, then guess what? Maybe you should make better movies, or maybe if your movie make movies to where you can compete. Don't sit there and bash it. Be like, oh, that's so pretentious.
But I will say that here's the list that I think it deserved on that list. But Begonia deserved it 100%. Frankenstein, Hamnet.
Frankenstein deserved to be on that list.
Yeah, I know. And One Battle After Another, even though I thought it was a pretty solid movie, but I can see why. The Secret Agent, it's a 50-50. I need to finish the rest of the movie. I don't want to crap on it completely because it's a good, solid movie, but I don't think it was like, oh my God, it's one of the best movies of the year. Sentimental Value, I can't say because I did not see the movie.
That's boring.
Well, I'll be the judge of that because we always be on the opposite side for certain.
We are in a lot of the opposition.
Yeah. Sinners, loved it, deserved it. 100%.
Sinners absolutely deserves to be on that list.
Train Dreams, you know what? Yeah, I think it deserved on that list. I mean, F1, I love the movie. It's one of the best films of last year.
On a list too.
But I don't know. I don't think it deserved to be on that list. I just don't. It's a blockbuster movie that is more of like a 1980s.
It's like Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, it's like Top Gun Maverick, but in the racing car.
But my issue is this. You're basically telling every director on that list to fuck themselves. You're saying fuck you to Ryan Coogler, fuck you to Paul Thomas Anderson, fuck you to Guillermo del Toro. Fuck you to Chloe Zhao, and fuck you to Joseph Krasinski and all those other directors because they're like, oh, they don't deserve to be on that list. That is what pisses me off. Where it's like you're writing a letter telling all these directors to go fuck themselves because you don't think that they're worthy enough. What the fuck do you want to be on that list? Oh, I want Avengers to be on the list, or Avengers, or like animes, or like I mean, like what do you want? What do you want to be on that list? Okay, like you want to like the MTV Movie Awards, where it's like, oh. The Housemaid won Best Picture.
Dude, I even got into a big debate with people online saying, "Why can't the people vote?" Well, how can the Oscars really trust random fucking people that only watch at least 2 or 3 movies a year? I agree with you. There are some issues with the Oscars, and they're trying to fix they were literally trying to fix the problem that happened in the past few years.
Do you know that this is something I just found out about? Do you know that your movie does not? No, they don't just choose the movies. The studios send them in, but they have to pay the Oscars to send them in. And if you don't pay to send it in, you don't get qualified for the Oscar.
Yeah.
So basically, you're paying to be nominated, and I think that's kind of shitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it seems like but it does seem like they're trying to fix the problems too. So yeah, because they know they're getting called out on that bullshit.
Which especially cutting away at people. But I really do think though, best actor.
I mean, it's impossible to trust random people who only watch a couple of movies a year and don't. And how do you trust them to vote the right movies? Because they.
Well, I mean, look what happened when they tried to get most popular movie, and Zack Snyder won it. They tried that. Remember one year?
They tried it. The whole the popular votes of the hashtag trend. Like that was stupid, and they got rid of it because they got the blowback.
Yeah, they said it was a flawed system. It was the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, any fucking random bots can do the hashtag and make the biggest number. Any bots on Twitter can do
Zack Snyder won every category. That right there should tell you something.
The Academy. Here's the thing: the Academy is not the MTV Movie Awards where the people vote from much online that not everybody has seen.
Like the MTV Movie Awards had an award for Best Kiss. Like, what else do you need?
It's MTV Movie Awards has Best Kiss, and they have Best Homewrecker and Funniest Motherfucker.
And I want to talk about the Conan O'Brien host. Like, what did you think, Jake? Because I know that Ryan has not seen the show. But what did you think of Conan O'Brien as a host? Did you think he did very well with the segments of the jokes, or did it just it was mid for you?
I honestly thought the opening with the weapons joke was so funny. I thought that was funny, and I honestly liked the Chris Evans, Robert A. Jr. the Magic Mike joke. I like that. Joke.
I did like the Magic Mike joke, but the beginning of the joke when they first came on stage was underwhelming. It was not that good. I feel like they should have gotten a better script from that shit.
And also, I think honestly, Conan O'Brien, I'm it feels like he did the opening, and then the rest of it was just he was there.
What about the YouTube joke? Because they remember that YouTube joke when he's saying hey, the Oscars are going to show it for free, and they show I can't remember the actress' name, but I know who she is. They showed the flashlight commercial joke from an infomercial that they showed on fucking.
We killed Bin Laden with this.
License and registration, motherfucker.
Honestly, that's
dying.
True. That is honestly true, and I guarantee you, the YouTube's probably fuck. We need to fix that next year.
The interruption of ads when the Oscars starts to be both showing for free on YouTube,
and the Oscar goes to flashlights. All right, he said, "We
flashlight, motherfucker." I'm not gonna lie, I died laughing.
Yes, that right there is probably going to be the issue that YouTube's face. I will say I also liked I also think that some of the Oscars they kept cutting away, and I think some of the bits were not funny. And I think honestly they should the bridesmaids jokes. I thought those jokes weren't funny. It feels like none of the cast got into it.
It was so flat. But I will say, remember that the Academy the category of best not animated the international foreign short film. Remember they got up on stage and they took up so much fucking time on their speech when their time was running out, and there's no, I'm more important. They pulled that Andrew Brody shit from last year, and that really pissed me the fuck off. Dude, get the fuck off the stage. Nobody cares. Nobody's ever watched the speech. Yeah, but the thing is, we don't need you to be fucking preachy about it. You had your time. You need to stick with it. You're not that important.
I understand they get 30 seconds to speak, but I think honestly, it's an award show that you're putting your heart and soul and you're winning. This is shows.
Yeah, I understand. Dude, I understand that, but you have to fucking follow the rules, because if one person goes overtime and they give them a pass, think about other people that wanted to go overtime, and you're going to piss people off. You're going to get
slap Chris Rock. He got a 2-minute speech.
I know, and that's the problem. And you're going to piss a lot of people off. It's hey, why do you let them get overtime? Why do you give them a pass? That's going to be problematic.
They're afraid that Will Smith might start smacking again. He might go for round 2.
There was times where they shut the mic off when they're hey, time is up. We're shutting the mic
Conan
off.
O'Brien, they should pull it to Conan O'Brien because they were done talking. He's go back to them. And then the mic went down and the mic went back up to them. And I'm just this shows you whoever produced this year was a terrible produce. At least Jimmy Kimmel, the only mistake he's ever had is whenever
Jimmy Kimmel came on stage and make fun of it. Hey, I thought I was hosting or something. I can't remember what he said.
I would not be shocked if Kimmel will come back next year. I think he is a better host than Conan O'Brien.
I will give Adrian Brody when he was doing presenting, he poked a joke about going overtime. You know what? I'll give him props for that. That was pretty funny that he did a callback.
I do like Karen Culkin's joke about the Oscar where he says when Sean Penn won, he goes, Sean Penn's not here either. He just didn't want to be here or just wasn't here. And so I thought that was really funny about that because Sean Penn does not give a shit about the Oscars.
No, he did not make it. No, he didn't make it.
Which, to be fair, he went to Ukraine, so I mean, it wasn't like he just sitting at home smoking a cigar, going, "Fuck you," it's like.
I want to go into the for the supporting actors or any, but I want to go touch on the best actress win. For me, like this was Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. She won, and the other one was
Stephanie saw the one. If I had legs, I'd kick you, and she told me it was really good. So she says, I think.
I haven't got a chance to watch it, but I'm definitely going to check that out because it's on HBO Max. But Rose Byrne got nominated. Kate Hudson from Song Sung Blue, which I watched that film like a day before the Oscars, and I thought it was a really damn good movie. And Kate Hudson was absolutely tremendous.
Song Sung Blue is really underrated.
Yeah, it's really good. It's not a bad movie. It's really
Sweet Caroline.
And it's actually a true story because they have a full documentary of the real couple that did the whole cover of Neil Diamond and shit. But I thought they were, and I thought Hugh Jackman was phenomenal. Another great performance. He could do no wrong. But
and with Kate Hudson, we all knew Kate Hudson wasn't going to win. But I thought about
I knew she wasn't going to
win. How often is Kate Hudson going to go back up here and win and lose? Because at the same time, she's never going to be like. Kate Hudson's mostly. I mean, I like that she's known for she got out of Matthew McConaughey got out of being the rom-com person. She got out of that too, and now she's she actually did a movie. She's actually an Oscar nominee now, and unlike Matthew McConaughey who won the Oscar, she actually didn't win the Oscar. And I thought, I kind of wish she would have won, but at the same time, I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I think she would.
You got to remember, you're going up against Emma Stone from Begonia and Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. There's no way how you're going to stand a chance.
Before Jessie Buckley even before Hamnet even got in the conversation, everyone thought Emma Stone had it in the bag.
I literally thought the same thing too, because in my defense, when I did a review for
Begonia, she's the Meryl Streep of our time.
Hold on, let me finish. Sorry about that. I know we're getting a little too all over the place. My bad. Sorry, Jacob. But I just want to say one thing before I forget. But I did a review months ago before I saw Hamnet because I watched it late in the game. Was around the time the Oscars, and at the time I literally thought that Emma Stone was going to get a lock-in for win for sure, especially from that movie itself. But when I watched Hamnet, I was like, okay, I had to retract it. It's going to be Jessie Buckley. What she did in that movie was emotional. And she's also in the movie The Bride, the movie recently with Christian Bale.
The agony, the ecstasy.
Which I thought
that was going to hurt her.
Yeah, and you told me this a while ago, Jake, that oh my god, I thought they were not going to let her win because I thought they were punishing her from The Bride movie. It's like, no, they don't give a shit.
But
the votes were already in before the movie came out.
I guarantee you, if this movie had come out in last year, around last November, her ass would not be getting that Oscar.
Maybe
because they would make sure she didn't get it.
What were you saying, Ryan? I mean, I don't know if I cut you off or anything.
I was just gonna say Song Sung Blue was really good. But I already touched on that.
Yeah, I completely agree. If you have not watched it, it's streaming on Peacock. It's a really damn good movie, emotional roller coaster ride. I was not expecting much out of that movie. I didn't have that much anticipation when I saw that trailer, but watching the movie, no, this movie's very underrated. I think that people are overlooking that movie. It's getting slept on.
And Begonia is awesome. The ending will leave you.
I didn't like the ending. I'm the only one I love that ending.
Oh, I love the ending. That fucking had me in tears.
It made me sorry. I literally was basically could become I don't know why I became okay, but how did this work? How did this work? So basically you pop the ozone layer, but yet dogs and animals are still alive. They need air to breathe too.
Well, we're talking about the ending of the Hamnet, not the ending of
Begonia. But I thought you were talking about the ending of Begonia.
Okay, you're get a little mixed up to avoid the confusion, but we're talking about the ending of Hamnet.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about that. Should do the edibles after the live stream.
I'm like, hey, calm down, flat earther.
I should have literally took the edibles after the live stream.
If you know the ending of Begonia, if you know the reference.
But Hamnet is Hamnet isn't that's based off Shakespeare, right? Hamnet.
Yeah, it's based off the book because after the tragedy of the loss of their son Hamnet, William Shakespeare made a play that was based off his son, and it was called Hamlet. Yeah, it was fucking good. I loved it.
But I love when she won the Oscar. He said Mother Day today in Ireland, and I'm like, that to me, it was that's pretty good.
I want to talk
Yeah.
about the wins for the best supporting actor. You had Benicio del Toro from One Battle to Another, Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein, Delroy Lando from Sinners, Sean Penn from One Battle to Another, and Stellan Skarsgård from Sentimental Value. From my personal thoughts, I knew that Sean Penn was going to get the lock-in for win. No matter who's in a nomination, as much as I love the other ones, it was definitely going to be Sean Penn, 100%. I love Jacob Elordi. I thought it was his best performance he's given as a Frankenstein's monster in the movie. Delroy Lindo, Sinners, as much as I loved him in the movie, but he was not going to stand a chance to win. Benicio del Toro, for me, I liked One Battle After Another, but my favorite character was that character, Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
I would have much rather follow his story than Leonardo DiCaprio, to be honest with you.
My question, because I was looking, when you look at the actor, either they have to go through some kind of traumatic transformation, like for shave their head, or they have to basically like shit in a bucket, or they have to like, basically stay naked or be a prostitute. Something that's got to make you like feel moving for this character. Like Jacob Elordi probably had that the most because he's going through all that prosthetics to play Frankenstein. But at the same time, it's Sean freaking Penn.
Yeah, Sean freaking Penn. Probably the
best.
If
Meryl Streep was up for Best Actress, Jessie Buckley would not have won. Meryl Streep would have won.
Maybe, yeah, you're probably right. Ryan, I mean, I know you have not seen One Battle After Another, so I wanted to give your thoughts on the rest of the list. Like, which one would you have preferred to win?
Can I see the list, please?
Okay, hold on. Let me pop it up again. Okay, the list is Benicio del Toro, which I know it's two actors from One Battle to Another, so we'll take that off the list. Jacob Elordi from Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo from Sinners, Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Have you seen Sentimental Value, Ryan?
No, I was intrigued by it because I love Stellan Skarsgård. Like, I think he's a great actor, but I have not gotten around to it. If I had to choose, I'd go with Elordi because I love that Frankenstein movie. It was phenomenal. Like, Guillermo del Toro went above and beyond that one.
What about for Best Supporting Actress? We haven't talked about Amy Madigan.
Okay. I'll list off the names for Best Supporting Actress. Elle Fanning from Sentimental Value
did not have a shot in hell to win. I know.
I'm trying to finish off the list. We'll get there. There's like two actresses that were in the Best Supporting role for one Sentimental Value with Igna. I'm butchering the name. I can't pronounce it right. I can't pronounce that shit. With Amy Madigan from Weapons, Woman of Moscow from Sinners, Tanya Taylor, One Battle After Another. I'll give you my initial thoughts on it. I literally thought that Tanya Taylor from One Battle After Another was going to get that win. I literally believe that she was going to get a
He was on my ballot list. She was on my ballot to win.
She was part of my vote. I did not expect Amy to win for Weapons. I mean, I'm glad she won. She did a phenomenal job in Weapons, but I literally thought that Teyana Taylor was going to get that lock.
I honestly would have placed her third to win.
Yeah.
I would have put her. I would have said Elle Fanning the last.
I love when Amy got the win, and Harris looked at her like, I love that.
Yeah.
That was something I was telling Stephanie. Stephanie's like, it's got to be Amy Madigan. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's going to be her. I think it's going to be Teyana Taylor. Amy Madigan wins. I'm like, well, you're right. Just like she called Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, well, I said no, it's going to be Timothy, and nope, Michael B. I'm like, wow, there goes the hustle. That's like, there's a few times I was wrong that Sunday night, and I'm like, that was one of those times where I'm like, Amy Madigan won Best Supporting Actress, which I was like, she's probably third on that list to win, because I would say Sinners is going to win. I would say it's going to be Sinners, I would say it's going to be one after another, or Sinners.
I honestly thought that she was not going to stand a chance to win for the actress in Sinners. I didn't think she was going to have that lock.
I thought they were going to.
I definitely truly believe it was going to be Tanya Taylor, or Amy, because two of them had more chance to win than the rest of the people on the list.
I feel like, but I'm glad Amy Madigan got the Oscar, because I mean the odds of her winning again at her age are slim to none. So, like I said, unless she does something incredible like next year, but I don't think she's going to. I think she's kind of like, I'm going to retire soon. Because she's like 80.
It's kind of like when Jessica Tandy won for Driving Miss Daisy. She'll never win again, so we might as well get her now.
Yeah.
Even though.
Okay. Go on. Okay. I'm not going to go on for too long, but I wanted to do at least one more category, and it's the best animated feature film.
Okay.
So
I
the list.
gotta use the bathroom, but you guys talk it out.
Yeah, we'll talk amongst ourselves when you're going to the bathroom. For the animated feature, Arco, Elio from the Disney Pixar movie Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelia, or the character of Rain in Zootopia 2, which for me, I'm not
Disney
surprised.
wasn't going to get this. I knew Disney wasn't going to get this.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I knew damn well from day one when I watched that film, K-pop Demon Hunters, which I love K-pop Demon Hunters. I knew that this was going to get the lock-in for the win. This was
the Academy's been assholes to Disney for like the last 5 years. Like they have not given them any wins. Like I don't think they have won. Did any of their movies in the last 5 years won Best Picture? I mean, I think every single year it's like a new animated film that wins. It's not a Disney film. And I think honestly, it's probably makes sense why, because Disney, honestly, I said, Disney's just like, they haven't made really good content. Like, honestly, good movies to make it. Zootopia 2 made $1 billion.
Inside Out 2 from Pixar, from Disney, which is Disney, it made a lot of money and it got a good word of mouth from that movie.
Which it didn't win the Oscar though.
Yeah, I know that's the thing.
Which honestly, I mean, people
and also animated films from last year had been underwhelming. There weren't very many, a lot of animated
like
movies.
The Wild Robot. I think didn't The Wild Robot win last year?
No, it was not. It was God. What was that other movie that came out? Hold on, I gotta look this up. I can't remember what the name is, but
I know it was like The Wild Robot or something like that.
It wasn't The Wild Robot, which I thought that should have got the win. Hold on.
Imagine. I think honestly, Disney at this point is just like, I would just stop submitting those animated movies. Wait 10 years, because every year it's always Disney versus this. It's always Disney versus this, and people don't give a shit about Disney as much. It's like you got Pixar. Pixar, literally, like Hoppers. I guarantee they're gonna put Hoppers up for Best Picture.
Hold on, the movie Flow won last year over The Wild Robot. I'll show you the poster in case you don't know what this movie is. Hold on, let me see.
Oh no, I know it's not a Pixar movie.
No, it's a foreign. It's more of like a silent movie, really.
Yeah, it's from France.
Yeah, it's a foreign film.
It's really good.
It's really fucking good. I loved Flow.
It's legit such a beautiful movie. It looks like the animation kind of looks like watercolor paint.
It is. It's 100%.
Any day now, Matt.
I'm coming.
You're late, man. Always late.
I can't wait to see that clip where Obi-Wan say, "Patience."
Patience.
Yeah, this movie I'm talking about.
I know about the cat. Okay. That, yeah. I understand why that went, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen it, but I know the movie. Yeah, I think honestly, that's what I was telling him. I said Pixar has been losing every year at the Oscars. This is just now a reoccurring role for them. Like, yeah, we're not going to win. So I don't even think now that anyone shows up for the Oscar for Pixar, they're like, well, we know we're not going to win because.
If you have not seen Flow, it's on HBO Max. I highly recommend it. It's a great animated film. It surprised the hell out of me, even though I understand why that got picked over The Wild Robot, but I still think The Wild Robot was better.
I think honestly, look, here's the thing. I think honestly, the animated movie, K-pop, I knew K-pop Demon Hunters was going to get that because.
Oh hell yeah, it was.
People love it, and people hate Disney, so they're going to we're going to vote against it.
It wasn't, and people want to think that it's a Netflix movie, but no, it's a Sony movie.
It's a Sony film that Netflix distributed.
Exactly, 100%.
And so, I think that really. Yeah, I mean, I think whichever award, I will say before we wrap up this segment on the Oscars, one thing I thought was best for best visual effects, Avatar.
Oh yeah, the best was. Oh god, I cannot believe I left that part
Sinners,
out.
some people are upset that Sinners was going. I'm like, you realize Sinners, which by the way, Best costume. Avatar was nominated for best costume, which I'm like, Avatar does not deserve to be nominated for best since they're not really using costumes.
Yeah, they're not using costumes. It's in a mocap stage. It's all CG 100% all the way through in the movie. There's nothing live action except for the human characters. That was the only one that was real, but the rest of it, like, no, it shouldn't be credited
And they
as
said
best costume
Sinners.
design.
Oh, no, also, all right, no, best makeup went to Frankenstein, which they said Sinners was nominated. Some people were upset Sinners didn't win. I'm like, you realize Sinners, if they would have won that, some people could have complained about it because Sinners, they use CGI for their makeup also to enhance it. So
Yeah.
they didn't really use makeup like Frankenstein. They use practical effects. I feel like if you're going to win, you use practical effects. Do not enhance it with CGI.
But the CGI, that's one thing. But the only great thing about CGI is that you cannot tell it's CGI. And then if you can't tell, then you're doing something right. Then it deserves it because the whole point of visual effects is that you can't tell if it's visual effects. And here's the list of the visual effects of the movies: Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World: Rebirth, The Lost Bus, which I've never seen. I've never seen that movie.
That's not Matthew McConaughey film.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be an Apple TV movie if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and then you got Sinners. I knew Avatar: Fire and Ash was going to get that lock in for win. That was 100% locked in. It had the best visual effects.
Against Avatar, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you know.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if you don't like the movie, but you cannot tell me the visual effects were not 100% perfection because James Cameron's all about perfectionist. And if you watch that movie, oh, so fucking good. I don't care.
How would you rate the year? All right, so wrapping up, how would you rate the year's Oscars?
3 out of 5.
I give it like a 3.5 out of 5 for the Oscars. Solid, but not the best. But I'm glad that it went on a little bit shorter because they did not have any else performing on stage. They had only at least a few important ones that are in the category for best original
this was
song.
a short Oscar, and I was actually happy. I actually had more. Like I could actually, it was like 9 or 10 o'clock, and I'm like,
oh, speaking of original song, I know one more thing. You know, the one that for the best original song. Sinners did not win. Golden won for the K-pop Demon Hunters. I obviously thought that Sinners was going to get that win.
I would have probably voted for that. I probably put that on the ballot. Like, I didn't really vote for like the songs. I just circled something. But like, I think honestly, I thought Sinners would have got it because that song had transcendent. I honestly wanted them to perform Road to Dublin, but that's a cover song, so they that would have been ineligible because you can't. Yeah. It has to be an original written song.
You need to be original. You can't
make a cover song.
Yeah.
Because remember years ago they did the one movie I think was from Chicago or something got nominated, and they're like, that is a cover song that should not be eligible for best song. And then they had to dispute it, and so they came out with a rule that says, like, I think they came out with a rule like it has to be an original song written for the movie, and if it's not, then you can't cover it.
Yeah. Anyway, now we finally officially wrapped up. Tell us what you thought about the Oscars. Were you satisfied with the wins or some of the categories you thought they should have won? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm sorry we went on a little bit too long for the Oscar category because there was a lot to cover, but we had to cover as much as we could, and we had to cut it a little bit short.